Okay, so today we are discussing Easter and Lithuanian Easter traditions. In doing the research for this video, it seemed like there were already a lot of resources about the topic. And so I'm not exactly sure how to make this different and interesting, especially when considering the fact that most viewers are Lithuanian and have already spent much of their lives living these traditions. But let's see what I can come up with. Okay, so Easter in Lithuanian is called Velykos. According to the Northern Vox, the name has a Slavic root, even though the Lithuanian language is Baltic. However, Lithuania obviously has neighbors who speak Slavic languages. Other countries where the name is similar include the Czech Republic, which is called Velikonočny, and in Slovak, it goes by the name Velká Noc. In neighboring Belarus, it's called Velikodne, and down in Ukraine, it's called Velikden. I hope I didn't pronounce those too badly. But Velykos can mean something like big day, great day, or important day. Seeing as Easter traditions in Lithuania have similar themes to northern nations, it's clear that the origin of many traditions here are also rooted in ancient pagan celebrations. Festivities that celebrate the coming of spring in the Northern Hemisphere. This all existed long before Christianity. However, following the advent of Christianity, the Easter period became associated with the resurrection of Christ. Now, I can see the overlap here. Life, rebirth, things coming alive again after the dead of winter. And so I gather that Easter goes on the list of Lithuanian customs that combine old pagan traditions with Christian customs. Would you agree? Why or why not? So Easter Sunday, or Velykos, is, as mentioned before, the big day. And so there are a number of activities that lead up to this big day. Before Velykos is Verbų sekmadienis, and this takes place on the last Sunday before Easter. This is the Lithuanian equivalent to Palm Sunday. And if you didn't know, it's called Palm Sunday because it's meant to represent Jesus riding into Jerusalem on a donkey, an event where crowds scattered palm branches in front of the donkey's path. With palm branches naturally being unavailable in Lithuania, the replacement has become this thing known as verbos. The Northern Vox notes that decorated verbos are unique to Lithuania, and they're one of the nation's cultural heritage symbols, which I think is pretty cool. Apparently, the tradition of making verbos started from simple juniper, birch, or willow branches and has evolved to become elaborate and beautiful wands of dried flowers and grasses. So these verbos, or wands, or palm branch substitutes, are taken to church on Verbų sekmadienis to be blessed. Moving forward a few days, we have what is known as Holy Saturday, the day before Easter Sunday. It seems like the overall theme of this day is eggs. Eggs, eggs, eggs. Decorating eggs is one main activity. Once decorated, these are no longer kiaušiniai, which means eggs, but rather velyku margučiai. Lithuanians boil eggs in the evening, coloring them with onion skins. This is why, in the lead up to Easter, you'll see bags of onion skins at the supermarket. Something absolutely confusing for a foreigner like myself. If you are of the artistic variety, or it's just a tradition for you, you'll decorate the eggs further after dyeing them. This can be done with wax and can be pretty ornate. As one contributor noted, the egg designs are similar to traditional art found on Polish eggs, and this person adds that this could be a result of the close history between the two countries in the past. Another contributor said that their family would just apply temporary tattoos onto their eggs, which would be fun in its own way, especially for those less skilled at decorating eggs from scratch. Once the eggs are all nicely decorated, we let the games begin. Ridenti kiaušinis, or rolling the eggs in English, is one such game. This is a simple game to see whose egg rolls fastest and furthest. Others have mentioned making slides for the eggs to roll down, and again, the goal of this is to see whose egg gets the farthest. Egg smashing happens the next day, but we'll get to this later. Some Lithuanians make an Easter tree, like how Christmas has a Christmas tree. Apparently, it isn't exclusive to Lithuania, since it's done as far away as Germany. There it's known as an Ostererbaum. Probably said that completely wrong. Anyways, some will go out to the forest to collect branches and put them in a vase with water so that the leaves come out by Easter. Sometimes the branches are decorated with toys similar to Christmas tree ornaments, except they're Easter themed. But moving on to the big day, I think there's some variation to how people observe Velikos. Some gather for a big breakfast, and for some it's a big lunch, and for others it's dinner. Perhaps for others it's all of the above. For those who observe Velikos, because of their Roman Catholic or Christian beliefs, they'll go to church for Mass. As one contributor puts it, you go and get a nice word from the priest. In Lithuania, there's also the Easter Granny, an equivalent to the Easter Bunny, although for some it's just the Easter Bunny. But whether it's the bunny or granny, eggs and chocolates are hidden, and it's up to the kids to find all the treats and marguche. But at some point in the day, after one of the meals, it's time to smash those eggs. And in the end, the person who doesn't have a crack in their egg wins. I guess this commercial demonstrates it quite well. Alright, so that's my collection of Lithuanian traditions and activities for Easter. Or I guess Velikos. I hope you learned something in today's video, or were at least entertained, or had some sense of nostalgia with childhood traditions. If you have anything to add about Easter activities in Lithuania, please add it in the comments. And so for the Lithuanian word of the day, let's go with šventė, which means feast in Lithuanian. Šventė. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.